Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a report that might just reveal if this bank is on solid ground or if it is starting to wobble. We're looking at an 8K filing from Chainbridge Bancorp, and these reports usually drop when something pretty significant happens. Think major news, big financial updates, or important changes for the company. And this one is all about earnings. This report is dated the 28th of October 2025, and it is all about the company's performance for the 3 and 9 months that ended on the 30th of September. 2025. Essentially, they're telling the world how they did financially up until the end of September. Chainbridge Bancorp Incorporated is filing this report. Remember, incorporated means it is a legal business entity. You might also know them by their stock ticker CBNA, which is traded on the NYSE, the New York Stock Exchange. Their stock is the class of common stock. Now, par value might sound technical, but it is just a very small nominal value assigned to the stock when it is issued, often just a penny. What really matters is the actual market value and how the company is performing. It is interesting to see that they've checked the box indicating they are an emerging growth company. This basically means they are a newer, smaller public company that gets some regulatory benefits, like being able to delay adopting new accounting rules. They've also elected not to use the extended transition period for this, meaning they are adopting the newer accounting standards sooner rather than later. The big news here, and the main reason for this filing, is the earnings release they put out on the 28th of October 2025. This is where they share the nitty-gritty about their financial results and condition. Now, while this filing gives us a snapshot of their recent performance, it is not a deep dive into every single aspect of the business. The specific details about their operations, investments, or any potential risks aren't fully elaborated upon in this particular 8. That kind of information is usually found in their more comprehensive filings like the 10Q or 10K reports. This earnings release is the key focus here. Looking at the bigger picture, Chainbridge Bancorp is operating in the banking sector. This means their success is closely tied to interest rates, loan demand, and the overall health of the economy. As an emerging growth company, they're likely focused on expanding their market share and building their customer base. The fact that they're releasing their earnings through a press release and filing it with this 8K means they are adhering to transparency standards for publicly traded companies. Let's talk about what this earnings release, filed as Exhibit 99.1, likely contains. While we don't have the actual press release content here, based on a typical earnings report for a bank like Chainbridge Bancorp, we'd expect to see key figures like net income, earnings per S-share, and revenue for the specified periods. They would also likely discuss their net interest income, which is the difference between the interest they earn on loans and investments and the interest they pay on deposits. Another crucial metric for banks is their provision for loan losses, which indicates how much they are setting aside to cover potential defaults on their loans. We would also look for information on their loan portfolio growth and deposit growth, as these are the fundamental drivers of a bank's business. For an emerging growth company, these early reports are critical. They set the tone for investor expectations and can significantly impact the stock price. A strong performance can attract new investors and boost confidence, while weaker results can lead to scrutiny and potential sell-offs. Now, for our analysis, it is tough to give a definitive opinion without the actual numbers from the earnings release itself. This 8K filing mainly serves as a notification that the earnings release exists and is being provided. However, we can infer some general points. The company is clearly operating and transparently reporting its financial results, which is a positive sign. As an emerging growth company, they are likely in a phase of growth and development. We would need to see the actual earnings report to assess if their growth is on track, if their profitability is improving, and if they are managing their risks effectively. What are the potential strengths? As a newer entity, they might be more agile and quicker to adapt to market changes than older, larger institutions. Their focus on growth could mean aggressive strategies that, if successful, lead to significant returns. The weaknesses could lie in their still developing infrastructure, brand recognition, or perhaps a less diversified revenue stream compared to established banks. Risks might include increased competition, regulatory shifts, or economic downturns that disproportionately affect smaller banks. If this filing were to include positive financial results, it would signal strong operational performance and effective management. Conversely, negative results would prompt a deeper look into the underlying causes and future outlook. Alright, that is our breakdown of this Chainbridge Bancorp Incorporated filing. What are your thoughts based on what we've discussed about these types of reports and what they often contain? Do you think they are on the right track? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this analysis valuable, hitting that like button really helps us out. And be sure to subscribe for more deep dives into corporate documents. Also, don't forget to check out our Discord community linked in the description. Thanks for watching, and well, see you next time.